Hey everyone, Squishy Chew here with his coffee again, bringing you another episode of Dyson Sphere Program from the colonies. Last week we got our purple science built and running, moved our foundation build. I didn't come across anything that needed correcting, and between episodes I just did a little bit of tidying up, like just mainly, I think the biggest change was over here. You can see these are no longer going from belts all around the world to bring ore in. We'll bring this in a bit closer again later on, but for now that's how it's going to be. We just got ore coming in and then out. Today's episode we're going to use the polar hub up here. It's an expansion on the make the most of it. Usually I like to have it on the pole that's opposite, but I don't think I've got very much soil pile, so 200,000. Yeah, no, let's just do it on the other pole. I like to keep it near the make the most of it, just so as though it's easy to locate. So this is where our pole is. So the first step, I usually do this one in black. Build this right up to max size and just the whole lot, and it will come all the way. So that's a 3, and then that one's also a 3, I think. Yes, so this next one as well. It helps if I actually set it for the color. So that'll be the length. This copper's going to get in the way a bit. That's alright, we'll just power that up and set it up as a primary one. So we won't be able to build everything yet, but everything that we can build we'll set up and then worry about the intermediates in the future. So we'll have logistic stations all the way around the outside. With the assemblers off of that, enough room to get warpers into them, so that we can call them basically anywhere. And after this it'll basically be no more handcrafting ever. And we'll also be able to get rid of our hack builds. Definitely going to run out of foundations here, as long as I can get these first couple of rows in. They're the most important ones. The rest is just there we go. Let's get rid of all the foundation. So how do we do this? First up, we are going to need one of these. Now I put them here so that we can power them off the back and still get warpers in the back as well. And then it's all the way around. And the back one. So that'll be 1, 2, back 1, 1, 2.5, and then back 1, 1, 2, back 1. That's where we're going to start to have troubles. This will be enough to get us started, but and then back 1, 1, 2, and back 1. 2.5. Back one, won't be able to put the next one in either. Alright, so first thing we're going to want is solar panels. Solar panels. Solar panels. They require that stuff. So we'll need to bring in copper, silicon, and them. Let's bring these to like 500 each, more than enough. And we'll hold 1,000 of those. And then yeah, right there. So I'll put one of these on each spot. Get rid of all these, I don't need them anymore. Okay, so the first one we'll set up is our solar panels. So he's going to build solar panels, and then out we'll have copper, I've been playing a bit of Factorio, so I keep pressing Q to clear my mouse. Alrighty, with a box, and then another belt going in. Now, a bit of a backup of this stuff. 10 should be enough. And then it's in, out, out. And that's how simple it is. Now, of course, we'll have to power these. Yes, that's right. Gets me every time. So the warpers won't be coming in through the back because I need it to come forward one more square to make that work. But that's okay. This will get us all the power that we need. Oops, that's not Q. So now we can put in the drones and the vessels. That is local supply, remote supply, local demand. I will put remote on now because eventually this stuff won't be done locally. So solar panels set up. The next one is going to be logistics vessels, drones, sorry, drones first. So that's processors, iron, and then the thrusters, which is copper and steel. So copper and steel. And we move this one over to here. So we have our mini thrusters, which are only used in the logistics drones. And then start pulling our materials out. So we'll have processors, Was it the iron? Yes, it was. It was the iron. Into there. And our copper to there. And our steel to there. With our box. And then out into there. We'll just keep 5 of these in backup because that gives us 500 spare. And then 500 of them, which is enough to do 10 towers. Maybe we'll lift it up to 1,000. And just limit these because we don't have crazy amounts of this yet. Supply. So demand, 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 and demand. Drones and vessels. With some power. Oh, we're missing some sorters. We're missing a lot of sorters. There we go. So it's drone set up. You can see the solar panels are already working. There's 7 in there. Craft's slow, but it will get done. Now this one, we actually will use just the thrusters in this one because we also need them for the orbital collector. So reinforced thrusters, titanium alloy, and magnetic turbines. Making reinforced thrusters. Whoops, too many buttons. Our box. And then our belts. Inputs. Some power in here. Set up our numbers. Really don't need that many of these. We'll just do this at 100. Same as this, and same as this. Drones, vessels. Whoops. These ones. The other thing too is I want to make sure I start turning this up. So I've been doing a lot of those minor setups. I've lost the habit of cranking that up. So I don't want the drones to leave if they don't have a full load. So that sets up heavy thrusters. This one's going to be our vessels. And so vessel, heavy thruster. Processes, and what's the other one? Titanium alloy. And I'll just do 500 on these. Oh, that was close. Never really want more than a stack. Alrighty. Drones and vessels. Our box. And then our belts. input. And then some power. Okay, let's power up these last ones. Yeah, we're going to go into yellow power now because we've got a lot of towers charging up. That's alright. They won't draw very much power once they're fully charged. Okay, now with these ones, we are going to want our planetary with our interstellar, and then our orbital collector. So planetary first, which is steel, titanium, processors, and particle containers. Never really want much of this. I very rarely use them. What I do use them for, but, is building the next level. So now the belts. Put the steel down here. Processors with particle containers and titanium. And then we have him going into there, and this one just goes all the way over to there. It's the one box, one stack in the box. Okay, so now our main tower that we'll use, which will be the titanium alloy and particle containers again, but I'm never going to need to call more than 100 at a time. Reminds me, demand, more demanding, more demanding, more demanding. Now we don't have particle containers on the network yet, but we will very shortly. Did I do the, no I didn't. I literally just finished saying I need to remember to do that. I didn't do it. And this one. Two coming out. Forgot my box. Into there. And might keep a few of those in backup. Okay. Now the big boy, the orbital collector. It's got super magnetic rings, full accumulators, and our heavy thrusters. Did I set up my... no, I didn't. Okay. I'll keep the 3. There. 100, 100, and 100. Vessels and drones, 100%. Start out demands. Now we don't have the accumulators set up for this one yet. I don't think there's... yes, I should get him set up. Get some fractionators. Energy exchanges. And our particle colliders. Oh, there's a interesting solution for the particle colliders. So we already have rings on this one. So we'll do the particle colliders here. Because as you could see there, he has 5 ingredients. But once we put him in, we can only put 4 in here. So that'll be our titanium, frame material, which don't actually have unlocked yet. I thought I did. Okay. Oh, speaking of unlocked, so frame material is all out there. Pretty quick one. There we go. And then so we want to start working towards the logistics warp. All right. So that'll be our frame material. Then we need graphene and processors. So there we are. Let's put all these down as well. We'll never need stupid amounts of these. Well, not for a while anyway. These things use a lot of power. Okay, so first one will be that. The second one will be that. And this will be filtered on slot 3 for when I put the frame material in. Why didn't you work? That's better. And then out of here, we'll have these come in, like so. So in, and in. belt. Coming back out. Whoops. One more. We can power him up. Supply. He's fine. Perfect. Okay, now we need to get some power over to this guy, because I want this tower to empty, and I want it to empty fast. I also want this tower to empty. It has copper too, so it's going to take a while. But I want this one to empty second, so I'll leave that one on 10%. There we go. So you can see here, got 100 solar panels already, 75 drones. Yeah, we won't have very many of them because they'll all be coming over to here. No, they won't. Now they will. Okay, what does it take to make particle containers anyway? Let's get this one more going. Everything that we've already got. So let's head over to our temp spots, which are not over there. Let's try that again. Okay, I've got enough assemblers on me, I do. So we're going to do particle containers, which need green motors, copper, and graphene. Hold about 1,000 with 500 of the resource. Vessels, don't worry about the other ones. Demand, 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 store. Like so. Okay, now these take 4 seconds to craft and need 2 of each. Okay. Well, I know I'm not making 6 green motors a second, so I'm pretty sure it's only doing like 2 of those in the first place. So we can have our belt that comes in. One of our output, our next output, and our last one. In, and then out. 4. This one. That one. The last little bit of so. Let's power them up. There we go. We now have particle containers going up to the hub. I think the only other one that we didn't have the frame materials for those, is the full accumulators. But don't think I really want to run them yet. I'll wait until I've got a good supply of the interstellar up before I build the accumulators. Wait. Don't you go doing that. Just wait till you got 25. Thank you very much. Okay. So, between episodes, I might keep pushing on the logistics, engine upgrades, and the carrier capacities. So this one gets me the warp. So we won't go any further along there, or I can't anyway. But I'll keep queuing these up to there, level 6. So all it does is 10 for the drone. Yeah, so it's 5 at the moment. And then the next ones I'm going to add in are 10. And they also increase the vessel by 100. The other one that I will also do is this one here, because it gives a blueprint without limit. Even though it says 3,000 facilities, a belt is considered a facility. So I really want the blueprinting for the copy pasting before I go and start on a smelting planet or any type of major build that's much bigger than, well, any of this. This is about as big as I want to go. I don't like hand placing that stuff anymore. Anyways, until next week, bye for now.